What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I do my 10,000 steps. Man, it is cold out here today. I think it was in the 50s. It says it's 50 degrees right now. Man, not only is it hoodie season, it might be hat and glove season because it's been pretty cold out here today. I just gotta throw that out there. And it was raining a little bit earlier, so I had to kind of like dart in and chill for a bit in between steps. But we not gonna waste too much time on that. If y'all see me out here in future videos with hat and gloves on, y'all know what it is, man. It just got too cold to be out here without it. But I want to talk about handling sexless relationships. You know, I see guys all the time. They're in a long-term relationship that's become sexless. They're in a marriage that's become sexless, and they're kind of like, what do I do? You know, that's a rough one, man, because depending on how long it's been sexless, there's a lot of things that can be like factored in here to determine where it's going to go, right? If this is going to be something that can be recovered or not. But let's start with how you ended up getting here in the first place. She doesn't want to bang you, and that's a serious problem. Now, why doesn't she want to bang you? It's probably because you done fell off in a few key areas. You know, you might have been a guy that was in shape before and you really fell off, got a bit sloppy, or you might have been a guy who really wasn't in shape, but you got even more out of shape. So physically, she's not attracted to you. You know, physical attraction, it's important, y'all. You know, guys, we talk about physical attraction all the time about women, but I think a lot of times guys neglect physical attraction coming back at them. You can't neglect that. It's important that your woman looks at you and gets aroused by looking at you. Like, really, that's important. Your woman should look at you and want to jump you. Period. Like, this isn't even really a debate. Your woman should look at you and always want to jump you. Now, you don't have to be somebody that's in peak physical condition for that to be the case, because attraction does take many forms, but physical attraction, it is very important. Another thing, you could be a guy that has fallen off of your purpose for one reason or another. If you are somebody that you sit around and you doing unproductive stuff all the time, whatever those habits or hobbies may be, that's not attractive. You know, if you are struggling financially, you know, and your woman is with you, she's getting tired of struggling every day. That is a turnoff to her. She's not going to really get aroused for a dude that is keeping her struggling. And why are you keeping her struggling? You know, because you're spending more time than necessary doing subpar things, doing unproductive things. So there's that. If you were on your purpose and you're not on it, you may have fell through a depression or something. Us as men, we don't have the luxury of staying down and staying depressed long. Whatever it is, because depression is a serious thing. But in a lot of cases, it's a luxury that men can't afford. We are expected, whatever the problem is, we got to just get over it and keep going. So I say that to you, and I don't say that to you as a joke or to be flippant. You got to get over stuff and you got to keep moving forward. We as men, I repeat, we as men do not have the luxury to be on some, I'm depressed stuff and just sitting around being unproductive. Men are expected to produce. Men are expected to get results. So we do not have that. If you have a woman that is always able to, you know, pull you away from whatever it is that you're doing, like canceling plans and stuff for her, believe it or not, that will make you less attractive in her eyes. If you had plans with your homies, or you had plans to, you know, go to the gym, or you had plans to link up with some peeps that's supposed to help you network, whatever it is, and she calls you wanting to hang out, want you to come over and lay up under her, later for that, man. You got to go take care of business first. You cannot go do no laying up under no chicken. You got stuff to do. So if you putting off doing the stuff that's important, the stuff that's vital, just to go lay up with her, she is going to lose respect for you, and she's going to lose attraction to you. You know, what I've seen a lot of times is that women will typically kind of shit test a man, and it's not intentional, but they'll kind of shit test a man, you know, oh, I want you to come over here. Oh, I want you to do this. Oh, I want you to do that. And the more you kind of give into it, the more you bend on the things that you want to do to placate her, you know, wanting you to drop what you're doing and come over, the more and more she's going to lose attraction and desire for you because you're too available. And yeah, being available is a problem. If you're too available, she texts you, the instant she texts you, you're texting back, she's gonna lose attraction for you, man. You're not busy enough. You don't have anything going on. And women typically like a guy that is focused, a guy that is grinding, a guy that is getting stuff taken care of. So all these are variables. But what I can say that helps is getting in shape, cleaning up your diet, you know, clean up your wardrobe, you know, because she'll lose attraction there too. If you're dressing like a slob or just you're looking like a slob because a lack of effort when it comes to dressing, that is going to make her less attracted to you as well, bro. Like, these are things, in my opinion, these aren't things that really should be hard to figure out. They should be easy to understand. But, you know, sometimes we do need a little bit of a help. We do need a little bit of guidance in the right direction so that we can start doing better. So these are just a few things that I could, you know, give you offhand of why she's lost attraction to you. Now, can that attraction be gained back? That's the hard part, because the other things of not doing this and that, or if you stop doing this and that and you go back to doing them, that's the easy part. But can you regain that attraction that she once had for you? That is a very challenging thing to do, because depending on how long she's been going without giving you sex, she may just be over you. And you certainly don't want that. You don't want it to where she's just over you, to where you guys are just staying married or you're just staying in your long-term relationship out of the fact that you can't afford to survive separately. That's a terrible situation to be in. You don't want that either. So what I say is, you know, change your pattern of behavior. First off, stop asking her for it, because you asking her for it all the time is also turning her off. She doesn't want to give it to you, and you asking her for it is a turnoff. Especially since she has to now think of some reason. She knows it's coming. She knows James or Alex or Tyrone or Josh, whatever. I know it's such and such. I know it's pattern. He's gonna ask me for it today because he's gonna come in and he's gonna know that I'm off today, and so he's gonna try to do something with me today, and I now have to think of some sort of excuse to deny him. These are not ideal circumstances for you. So stop asking for it. Instead, start doing things, working on yourself to kind of like raise your attraction level. You know, the thing is, when it comes to women and sex, women want sex more than men do. Women just do a very good job of masking it. Women are much better at masking it than men are, because women aren't really taught to be as vocal about it as men are. So women, even though they want it, you know, women, they'll kind of do things like get your attention. They'll, you know, put on something, you know, lighter than usual, something a bit more revealing than usual, show a bit more skin than usual, come sit by you, you know. They'll do things to kind of encourage you to, you know, make the first move, you know. But depending on who she is, like if there's high attraction, if there is high level attraction, high level interest, she's going to still do those things, but she's going to be more forward with it. But if she's more of a shy girl, she may kind of hang back a bit and just kind of do little things to get you to touch her, to get you to, you know, initiate. But you have to get back to that. If she was doing that before and now she stopped, it's something about you that has turned her off to where she now is just not interested in giving you her body. turned her off some sort of way to where now she just doesn't want to give you her body. So you gotta fix that. Worst case scenario is the reason why she's not giving you it is because she's giving it to some other guy. Because listen, as I said, women like it just as much as men do. I believe that women, especially at certain age ranges, have a way higher sex drive than men do. So if she's not giving it to you, it's very possible that she's giving it to somebody else, because we all know that there's a lot of dudes out here that's thirsty simps that will be in her inbox. And if they willing to do the things that you're not doing for her, you know, she will step out on you. So it's just really kind of a delicate dance. But your best defense is a good offense is to just never fall off in the first place. Whatever that you're doing that's working, that she, you know, continues to find you desirable, continues to want to have sex with you, because that's what it is. Like, she has to want to give you her body. She has to look at you and be like, dang, I want to bang him. You know, and if you have that going on, continue to do the things that you've been doing that work. Continue to dress sharp, continue to work out, continue to focus on your purpose, because I'm telling you, focusing on your purpose works. It makes you more attractive. I learned this. I learned this firsthand, that focusing on me, putting me first, investing in me, just staying the course on my purpose, as selfish as that sounds, it works so well. It makes her love you more for it. So there's no downside here. Continue to focus on your purpose, invest in you, make you better, and she's going to continue to find you more attractive. You know, there's some things that you can do with your hair that you might not be doing. You know, you might be not keeping your hair groomed, might not be keeping your facial hair groomed. I'm going into bear mode again, so, you know, I'm going a bit crazy. You know, when I first started doing these videos a few months back, you guys know I had a crazy beard, and I shaved it off just, you know, on some, it's been a long time, I'm gonna do it now, but it's growing back very quickly. So I'm gonna start lining it up and grooming it again, so I'm not looking raggedy in front of y'all. But y'all not the chick I'm trying to impress, so it really doesn't matter. But still, grooming is going to be your friend. Keeping your edges lined up, you know, keeping your beard lined up, all these things. I mean, just keep doing you the best that you can do you. You know, stop doing a subpar version of you and do you the best version of you that you can do. You know, get in the gym, eat better, you know, get your money up, focus on your purpose. It's amazing how you just focusing on bettering yourself makes her think like, just, you are so sexy, you are so hot. I kid you not. Like, I've heard this feedback directly from women. Not only have I heard this directly from women in relationships, I've just talked to women and asked them about these things, you know, with their relationship. So I'm not just making this up telling y'all this. I'm telling y'all, like, focus on you, make you better. There's no downside to it. Women find a guy that's focused on getting better and putting a dent in the universe, just extremely desirable. She doesn't want to be the center of your universe. She just wants to be a part of it. Oftentimes, guys, they get a woman in their life and they're like, you know, I put my whole life around you. I adjusted my whole life around you. Man, they don't want that. They don't like that at all. They think that's very simpish. It's not a turn on when she is the center of your universe, because that means you have nothing else going on. If all your focus is on her, if everything you're doing is for her, that means that you got nothing else going on. And that just ain't it, man. She wants to be part of your universe, but not the motivation for everything that you're doing. So understand that. If you've been going about it that way, you need to stop. You're going about it all wrong. You have to have a purpose that is beyond her. It's never gonna work, because if your purpose is on her, right, and you guys break up, then what? Your whole world is shattered because she was the center of everything. So don't do that, man. You don't want a woman to be the center of everything. But I'm telling you, you know, Attraction is important. Holding attraction is important. And once attraction is lost, it can be very challenging to get it back. Not impossible, but very challenging to get it back. So you don't want to fall off to where you find yourself in a sexless relationship, because honestly, when it's gotten to that point that she no longer wants to, give you her body, she no longer wants to jump you, you've really messed up. Because often what I've seen is that even after you've fallen off, she still will have sex with you because she's horny. But if you stay down, if you stay a bum, like not working on anything and just, oh, I'm depressed and all that sort of stuff, now she's not even gonna want to have sex with you just because she's horny, because now she's just turned off by looking at you. That's when she's gonna start using devices and possibly even stepping out on you. So it's very important. If your woman does not want to bang you, it is your fault. And somebody needs to hear that, and they're not going to like hearing that. But that's the God's honest truth. I tell y'all what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. If your woman doesn't want to bang you, it's your fault. Because why doesn't she? Why doesn't she want to give you her body? Why doesn't she want to jump you? You're not doing something that you should be doing, or you're not doing many things that you should be doing. Your woman should want to jump you, period. I've never been in a relationship with a woman where she didn't want to jump me, ever. That's what I'm telling you. That aspect, the physical aspect, was never a problem in any previous relationships. There were other problems, but that was never certainly one of them. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope whoever needed to hear that, it reaches you, and that it lands the way it's intended. I appreciate y'all connecting with me. It's cold in a mug out here. I'm about to get from out of here. Thumbs up this video. Leave me them comments. Subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.